Well, hello there. All right, this week we are wrapping up the Ames Super Showcase, and the entries are in. You can click on the link in the email that I've sent out to see the results of that. Thank you for voting. Friday, the assignments that are due, you can see on screen here. We had role evidence in the slideshows for film and rock. And in game design, either you put your evidence into the game itself in the credits menu, which is what I wanted you to do. If for some reason that did not work out, use the slide template. Again, the slide template is in the project tracking sheet, linked at the top. You'll see that in just a moment. Also, the production section of the blog post is due. Remember, complete sentences are needed for the two sections. The two sections are, let's click on this and find out. Wait for it. Did I click it? Hey, there we go. The two sections are link to your itch page if it's a game, sound file if it's a sound, and then a film link there. And then write a sentence underneath what we're looking at. Skills commentary is a link to the slideshow for both film and rock, and then a sentence under what in the slideshow are we going to see that is your evidence. Just a sentence describing what's in the slideshow. In game design, you can just write under here, if the evidence is in the game itself, under the credits menu, just write to that effect, saying the skills that I did as level designer are in inside the game in the credits menu. Okay, so that's there. Make sure you check spelling and grammar and so on and so forth. All right, starting with School of Rock, our big giant spreadsheet, which you love so much. You can see that we're presenting next week. In fact, Rock will be presenting on Friday, but I want to have everything ready to go today. So here's the example templates that you can click on. And by the way, it's the same for all the classes. When you come in here, clone which one you need for session 5. It is updated for session 5, so please do that. And then you can fill in these things. This is what's coming up next week, so you can practice that. And third period looks very similar. Again, complete all this stuff in here, the slideshow, clone it, and then we're preparing. And then lastly, in the film classes, again, finish the slide stuff, prepare for that, get that ready to go. And again, the blog post. Yeah. So click all the stuff and de-yellow the things that need to be done. All right. In the email, you'll notice that we had entries for the film contest, and the top films are listed here. In game design, we had a lot of strong entries, and the two that ranked up the most points are here. And I know some people raised some concerns about all the criteria being satisfied. Here's the deal. Students voted very clearly what they wanted, and we can only pick two, and so these two had garnered the most votes by far, and so they will represent us this year. And lastly, in the song contest, this is our first year doing the song contest, and you'll notice that 7 things are represented here. Now, I contacted Ames yesterday and said, hey, how are we feeling? What kind of entries do we have from other schools? And there's not a lot of competition or a lot of people joining this year. And because it's our first year, we're essentially kind of figuring out how we want to run this. And so we're entering these in, and we will be getting feedback. We're setting up the judging. We still have not figured out exactly the date. It will be Zoom based, but we're in communication with the judges, feedback, and so on and so forth. So stay tuned. We'll have more information about that. All right, I think that's it. So get the assignments due today, hammer down, get that stuff done, eat the frog, you know what I'm talking about. Get the blog done, the slideshow done, so that's ready and in the can. And then next week we'll present. And then we have some fun stuff we're gonna do for the rest of the year, some required material, but also some projects that I think you're really gonna like. All right, have a good day.